We're in Rio and we're going to be spending the next 3 days exploring this beautiful city.
We've already been here for a couple of days. We came for New Year and we've shared our first impressions. We
Very good.
love it. Rio is such a cool city.
Yeah.
But now over the next 3 days, we're going to be exploring more of the incredible things and sharing with you everything you have to do when you're in Rio de Janeiro.
First up, we're going to see Rio from the best view I think is even possible.
It's outdoors are fly apps, and there's a moment that you can put your legs out of the helicopter. It's so amazing.
We're about to see Rio from the sky!
The girls quickly realised that doors off also meant it would get windy. Danielle has a tip coming up later that she wished she knew before the flight. But that didn't stop the views from being any less incredible.
With the doors off, it meant that we could hang our feet out of the helicopter. The views of Christ the Redeemer from above made us super excited to see it up close and in person too. Keep watching because you really don't want to miss that.
Those views were insane.
Don't get us wrong, it was windy as hell, so if you're a girl or if you have longer hair, please tie your hair up. The lady forgot to tell me that and it was just crazy, but honestly incredible. The views were just
Dangling your feet outside of the helicopter was sort of gave me a pit in my stomach, but it was also really cool. It was a little bit cloudy than we would have liked, but the views were stunning and we had the most amazing time.
We really cannot recommend that enough.
Now we're in Ipanema and we're going to be, I don't know, getting a coffee, having a look at some shops.
Lunch.
Coffee and shopping is pretty big in Rio, so we're going to have a little walk around.
Official first purchase has happened. I've been wanting one of the tops. I know it's such a touristy thing. I know everyone has one. We've been seeing them all over the city. But, I mean, we technically are tourists, so...
I'm going to try and find a football shirt, I think, at some point as well. But for now, I think we can get coffee or acai or something like that.
Yeah.
Both?
Both. I want both.
That was the plan, but then...
I had to do it, my favourite player of all time. I think this is the one.
Yay!
Yeah.
And obviously, if you're in Ipanema anyway, you have to stop by one of Rio's most iconic and famous beaches.
Behind us, you'll see Sugarloaf Mountain.
We have made it to this part of the city. We are going to do the Morro de Urca trail up to the first part of, I guess, the mountain. You can also get a cable car if you want to, but I think we're going to hike this bit.
Yeah.
Oh, little helicopter.
There's some suggestions. It takes about 40 minutes. It looks pretty steep, so we're going to hike to here.
Yeah.
And then...
cable car to there.
Cable car to there.
We're going to see how easy it is to get the cable car all the way back down afterwards as well, but there's a beautiful bar slash restaurant upstairs that we're also upstairs. I mean, it is technically upstairs, but we're going to get a sunset drink up there as well.
Yes.
started the trail and already got views of the ocean.
This is easy.
Beautiful. Don't say that.
I may have spoken too soon. Yeah, it's fine.
It's not hot at all.
Oh, it's so hot.
It's very humid today.
And it's pretty steep.
It's steep, but it's like, it's not necessarily hard, it's just tiring.
Yeah. Does that not mean hard?
I don't know, I feel like they're two different things.
Okay.
These two needed it. A welcome reward. Ah. It doesn't make a difference, honestly. I need it to be like ice cold.
This might have been a little easier for getting up.
We made it and we have our bracelets. So the tickets were 140 real per person, and that includes going to Sugarloaf Mountain, coming back across and then going down to the beach. If we had got the cable car all the way up and all the way down, it would have cost 200, well 199. So we saved about 60, which is nearly £10, and we're absolutely knackered for it. So that's a drink when we get there.
We're hoping we only have to wait like an hour? I don't know. It depends how many people they can fit in. But we're planning to make it up there for sunset, so fingers crossed.
Thankfully, the queue moves pretty fast, and it wasn't long until we were on our way up to Sugarloaf Mountain.
There are loads of really beautiful viewpoints around here. And a good thing to note also, there's free water everywhere, which is really good to like fill up your water bottles, so definitely bring a bottle. There are a bunch of kiosks that you can go around at the top here and get like slice of pizza and things like that, a hot dog. It is more expensive obviously because of where you are. We have spotted a nice little bar. We're hopefully gonna get a seat, gonna get a drink, see what the prices are like, but obviously it's gonna be a little bit more. We are ready to settle down and just enjoy the views.
It wasn't long before the views were stolen away from us.
Look at the view.
But thankfully they came back in time for a beautiful sunset.
Sunset on the top of Sugarloaf Mountain is obviously a popular time to visit, so be prepared to wait in long queues to get back down the mountain.
This morning we are at Christ Redeemer bright and early. We're all in our finest Brazilian outfits, not touristy at all.
Everybody's rushing. Everyone wants the first photo of Christ Redeemer with absolutely no one in it. I don't know which way we're going. Where's this way? I'm going this way. I'm going the wrong way. Everyone's running. Everyone's running. It's so chaotic. We're getting there. It is pretty wonderful seeing it from up here. Wow. It really is a fight mode to get up here, but look at this, it's so cool.
We made it on the very first train up this morning, so if you can be one of the on the first train and one of the first up, you can get it a little bit quieter.
I mean,
guess.
this is so quiet, like compared to when we were on the helicopter ride yesterday. We zoomed in and we saw so many people here. It's maybe like 11 a.m.-ish, and obviously it's going to be busy for a reason. You can book in advance online. I had to get Ushered out of the way. You had to book in advance online. It's worth it, I think.
This is awesome.
It looks so beautiful. We were worried this morning because it was so cloudy that we actually would maybe not see him if it was like if the cloud had gone over him. But we can. It's such a beautiful view. We have come back down to the lower level, down the escalator and the elevator, and we're just gonna get some water and chill out a little bit because it does get very busy very fast up there. We took the 7:20 a.m. train like we said, and I think the first lot of the next people were coming just as we were leaving, so maybe about 8 a.m. Lots of people were taking photos, like most people were really nice and trying to get photos of you, and you could get photos of them, and then there's a handful of people that maybe took it a little bit too seriously and would really want you to get out of the way, would refuse to get out of your pictures if you didn't get in out of their pictures. So yeah, there's a little bit of that as well, but overall, really cool experience and amazing to see one of the 7th wonders of the world. We have made it to Parque Lage. It's Emma and I today because after we visited Christ the Redeemer, Matt was not really feeling too great, so we headed back to the hotel, sleep, have a bit of coconut water, hopefully rest it off, and today we're exploring Rio together. We are currently trying to find a brunch or coffee spot to have some breakfast because it's about 9 a.m. now.
Hungry.
We are hungry, but we are walking through the park and it's so beautiful. Annoyingly, the actual building behind us is closed for refurbishment. It's still really nice, and I think July in 2026 it should be finished. So if you're coming after that date, it'll look beautiful for you. But yeah, time to go have some breakfast. We have made it to the Botanical Gardens, as you can see. Again, it's so beautiful. And in the background you can see mountains. Yeah, it's such a beautiful day. And we've got some clouds setting in. We've got Christ the Redeemer just going behind some clouds over here. You can walk here from the park that we went to before.
About 15-20 minutes?
About 15-20 minutes, some nice cafes and coffee shops on the way down. And now we're gonna have a little walk around the botanicals. We have made it to Selarón steps and it is chaotic. We are here in the middle of the day, so obviously it's going to be busy, and it's in the Santa Teresa neighborhood. It's a really cool stop off in the city. I honestly can't explain it. It is such a vibe here. There's people playing live music, there's bars that you can get caprianas. It has tiles from all over the world, from Italy, New York, Australia, everywhere. It's just a really nice neighborhood to walk through. We've just stopped for a water because it got very hot. We're going to explore the neighborhood a little bit more, maybe buy a little bit of food, maybe do some shopping, and just see what Santa Teresa is all about. After walking through Santa Teresa, I think we're both in agreement that it is probably one of our favourite neighbourhoods that we've been to so far.
100%.
Just such a vibe. I know I said the steps were a vibe, but that was just the beginning. We stopped off at a beautiful little cafe called Zola, and we had the most incredible focaccia bread.
Oh good.
We saw a tram as well that was going through the town, and I think takes you down to more towards Ipanema beach. Walking through the neighborhood, there's so many bars, restaurants, cafes, shops.
It's just so hard not to want to buy everything.
Yeah, that's one thing.
And eat everything and drink everything.
Yeah, you want to eat everything, buy everything, drink everything, just be in it, to be honest. Vibes, 10 out of 10.
And the girls' night didn't end there. They stopped by Pedro do Sal for a night of samba and dancing, which looked like so much fun. The next day I was back ready to explore, but the weather had other ideas.
We attempted to visit Tijuca National Park, and while we did, we saw a toucan on the way in. We didn't get a chance to see much else. This is definitely something you should add to your Rio trip, and one we will do on our next visit later this year.
We may not have visited specifically during these 3 days, but obviously you can't forget Copacabana Beach. It's a beautiful beach that's known all around the world for its beauty, white sand, and where you can often find an epic party. This was during New Year's Eve, so you might not get the fireworks, but they still regularly throw beach parties. So make sure to try and visit on your trip too.
All of the beaches we visited had places where you can get different snacks, just like these.
This good. This one. Okay. Ooh. Thank you very much. Yay! Oh my gosh, I am so excited. Ooh. How is it? Oh, it's cold as well.
Yeah, it is.
First it was coconut, now it's cheese. Whatever comes next, I know it's going to be just as good because I am in my happy place.
Rio also has some really delicious restaurants too. We only had a few days, but here are some incredible places that we found during our time in the city.
We've got some local Brazilian Guinness. This is mate, I think. And we saw some guys selling it, just carrying around containers on the beach yesterday and pouring it out of a like a filter. But yeah, we've ordered some here. I don't know. How is it?
It's great.
Kind of like a iced tea, I guess, is the...
Kind of like a tiny bit of coffee.
It's like a little bit of iced tea and coffee. I don't know what's actually in it, but Danielle will also try.
Taste test. That's nice. I like that. It is like iced tea.
But kind of like...
There's definitely a coffee taste.
It is good. Definitely try.
We loved Rio and are grateful that our Latin America trip will circle back here later in the year. If you're from the city, then please drop all of your recommendations in the comments. They'll not only be helpful for other people visiting, but also for us on our next visit to this wonderful city. As always, thank you so much for watching, and make sure to join us next week for more brilliant Brazilian adventures. We'll see you then.
So beautiful. Our